Traveling to different countries can be exciting and fun for a number of reasons. Understanding their culture, history, beliefs, and religion are just to name a few. But often, the population gets overlooked. It's something that's not really seen to be important for most. The 10 most populated countries in the world. 10. Mexico, 128 million. With a current population of 128 million people, Mexico has overtaken Japan and the Philippines to claim its spot in the top 10. Mexico covers an area of approximately 1,972,550 square meters and holds roughly 1.63% of the world's population. It has a population density of around 66 per km superscript 2, with the majority of the population aged between 25 to 54. 9. Russia, 146 million. Next up, we have a country with 146 million people and a total land area of 376,870 square kilometers. The population density in Russia roughly equates to 9 people per km superscript 2. Russia's population is equivalent to approximately 1.89% of the world's total population, and it has an average median age of 38.8 years. Like many countries, the majority of Russia's population resides in urban areas, such as the capital city, Moscow, which has a population of 12.1 million people. Russia's population isn't expected to increase anytime soon. In fact, it's more likely to decline slowly over the next decade, with many experts predicting a total population of 140 million by 2030. 8. Bangladesh, 167 million. Bangladesh is the 8th most populated country in the world. It has a total land area of 130,170 square kilometers and roughly 1,250 people per km superscript 2. Dhaka is the capital city of Bangladesh, with a population of 14.4 million people. The population of Bangladesh is equivalent to 2.11% of the total world population. 7. Nigeria, 202 million. The current population of Nigeria is approximately 202 million people. Over 50% of people, 51.2% to be exact, live in urban areas. Nigeria has many cities, 5 of which have a population of more than 1 million people. Lagos is Nigeria's capital city and by far the largest city in Nigeria. It has roughly 17.5 million people. 6. Brazil, 211 million. Brazil is the 6th most populated country in the world, with a current total population of 211 million. It's the largest country in South America, with a population density of 24.66 people per km superscript 2. The largest city is Sao Paulo, with a total of 11.9 million residents, and the capital, Brasilia, has a population of 2.8 million. Brazil covers a total area of 8,358,140 square kilometers and holds roughly 25 people per km superscript 2. It has a median age of 31.8 years and 87.4% of the population is urban. Due to families deciding to wait longer to have children and more Brazilian women entering the workplace, the birth rate in Brazil has fallen considerably since 1970. 5. Pakistan, 216 million. Coming in at number 5 on the list is Pakistan. With a population of just over 216 million, Pakistan's population density is 281 per km superscript 2. It has a total land area of 770,880 square kilometers, and most of the population can be found in its major cities and urbanized areas. Pakistan has 10 cities with over 1 million people residing in them. 4. Indonesia, 270 million. It has a current population of 270 million people, and a population density of 149 per km superscript 2. Indonesia is made up of approximately 17,000 islands, and has a total land area covering 1,811,570 square kilometers. About 56.7% of Indonesia's population live in Java, the most populated island. The median age in Indonesia is 28.8 years old, and the population equates to 3.51% of the total world population. 3. United States, 329 million. America is pretty big in comparison to some other countries on the list, with a total land area of 9,147,420 square kilometers. It has a population density of 36 people per km superscript 2, and 82.5% of people live in urban areas. Its most populated states are California and Texas. California has a population of 39.5 million and Texas has a population of 28.7 million. 2. India, 1.37 billion. The country has pretty much doubled in size in the last 40 years, adding approximately 181.5 million people from 2001 to 2011. Its population is now equivalent to 17.71 of the total world population, and has a very high population density of 461 people per km superscript 2. 1. China, 1.43 billion. It holds almost 20%, 18.59% to be exact, of the world's population within its borders. It has a total land area of 9,388, 211 square kilometers, and has a population density of 153 per km superscript 2. Most of China's population can be found in the big cities, like Shanghai and Beijing, and its median age is 37. The capital, Beijing, has approximately 11,716,620 residents, and Shanghai, the biggest city in China, holds around 22,315,474. Since the implementation of the one-child policy, China's growth rate has slowed down significantly. It's predicted that it will continue to slow down and the population will begin to decrease by 2030 onwards. For now, we will just have to wait and see what happens.